of my life. When I found you, I told all others goodbye. When I found you, I saw my fears fly away like a dove.
Hello, precious viewers. Welcome to Marriage Upside Down, a program that will bring you love, joy, peace, and sanity into your marital lives. We thank God for how far He's brought us. And thank you also for always joining us in these discussions. Please send us your comments and what you want us to discuss, and we will do so. Before we go into our program, we would say our slogan and then we will jump into the discussion for the day. Today with me is Pastor Cynthia. Welcome, Pastor Cynthia.
Thank you.
And we are still on the red flags, and so today we'll continue after the slogan. So, marriage upside down. With God's direction, prayer, good counsel, and your determination, it shall be turned right. Again, marriage upside down.
With God's direction, prayer,
good counsel, and your determination,
it shall be turned right.
Anytime you want to seek help and you are not determined, you will not get to anywhere. But we pray that as we discuss these topics, you'll be determined that you get a good relationship prior to marriage. And if you're married already, God will help you, because marriage is not easy. For some weeks, we've been discussing red flags. I've discussed some parts with Pastor Ajwa and other times with Pastor Cynthia. And so, like we were saying the other time, that it is very difficult to identify red flags sometimes, but other times it's very obvious. But people tend a blind eye to it and then go into the marriage and becomes a problem. But all these discussions, if you take them, it will help each and everyone who is in a relationship prior to marriage. Today we are discussing dishonesty and disrespect. You know, marriage is based on trust. And so if things happen so many times, it breaks trust. Others can easily forgive, others can't. And so for this day, we are saying, when somebody is dishonest, what should happen to the other person?
Okay. In relationship, let me say maybe you are now preparing towards the marriage.
Yeah.
That one, it will be very difficult for me to say you should go in because the person might change.
That's it.
Because, as you said, marriage is built on trust.
Yeah.
If the trust is not there, there is nothing you can do. It's just like the foundation.
Yeah.
So if the foundation is being destroyed,
Yeah.
what can the righteous do?
Yeah.
So I think if you are now preparing towards it or entering into it, and you find these signs that maybe your man or your woman is not trustworthy or is dishonest, then I would say you should call it a quit before you enter.
Before you enter.
Yes.
And
But
if you
are in it,
good.
it will take prayers. That's what I would say, because you can't trust whatever the man or the woman is saying again. Even if it is true, you might think he's still lying.
Yeah.
So that one, unless you pray, unless you come to God, and then God to direct you where and where not to
In
go.
your area of counseling, have you met somebody who is married already and wants to break because of this
trust? Oh yeah. Yeah, we met some, but we sat down and talked over it, and then later on the guy accepted.
Oh wow.
Because the thing was clear.
Yeah.
It was red-handed. And when the lady was asking him, he was denying it at first. So the lady gave him some scriptures to read.
The wife?
Yes. Read it. So when he read it himself, then he saw that, no,
Okay, this is a man who has, let's say, a good heart. Other men will not
even read at all.
In that case, what should you do?
This one, I don't know how to put it. I don't want to be like a prophet of doom.
Yeah.
But every day I've been saying, if you are at a place that you are not comfortable, then give yourself an excuse. I'm not saying leave the marriage, but give yourself a little bit excuse.
When you say excuse, what does that mean?
Like traveling to go and rest your mind. A bit of separation, like you leave the home for a while to see whether there will be some changes. So if still the man is still doing the same thing again over and over, then that one you head towards your pastors and your counselors.
So when your pastor says you should be in?
Be in?
Yes.
Marriage can make and unmake you.
Yeah.
And marriage is not in heaven. We are marrying here.
Yeah.
So if you know you can't.
But there is a count to make concerning your marriage.
Yes.
You know, people say marriage is not in heaven. Yes. But whatever God instituted, there will be
give
an
account to it. Yeah. That one I know.
Yeah.
But you will also be in it and die.
Okay.
So if you know the heart cannot contain it again, and you go to your pastors and still is going on, you just have to give a break.
A break.
Yeah.
When you are in the marriage.
Yes.
But when you are not
when
married,
you are not in, it's better you advise yourself not to enter.
That's very, very deep. When you are where you are not comfortable, you have to think twice. And so dishonesty is something.
Because
let's say that you are going out with somebody who is womanizing, but you are not aware. Would you say it's dishonesty?
You are not aware. Then how are you courting?
Because the person is secretive.
Mommy, by all means, you find out. You by all means see some signs
of attention.
Yes.
But
because you see, when the dishonesty is coming, you see that when you are talking with the person, the eye contact will not be there.
Will not be there. But you have not seen somebody who is really pretending and nobody knows. You've not met one?
No, for that one.
Okay, so if that happens, what should the person do?
If the eye contact or the person is pretending.
Yes, and you are not out. Yes. Because the more time you spend with the person, the more things will be revealed. You understand?
That one is true because you enter into it before you see what you like and what you
that's
don't
it.
like.
But those ones, sometimes they are trivial. But at that time, this is a big case. Because the God that we walk with is a truthful God. But people pretend a lot and lie a lot. What do you do with such a person?
So if I bring it in Christianity perception, I would say, every day I've been saying, if you pray before entering into marriage, you not make mistake.
Oh, okay.
But if you go in because of physics, that one,
those are the problems.
Yes, make mistake. Because I only believe in one thing, that God will not give you something that will make you.
That's it. But you see, God can give you a good person, but character-wise, you have to work at it.
Yes.
Yes.
You have to, you the one entering, you have to work. So if I bring it to this perception, that this is what I would say, that God will not mistakenly give you something that, unless you yourself, you are in a hurry to make your choice.
Unless you are in a hurry
to make your choice.
Make your own choices.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you don't make the choice and bring the choice to God, that this is what I have found.
But that is what happens most of the time.
Yes.
So in this case, God is still God and He can still come in for you.
Yeah,
but you have a lot of sacrifices to make.
The womanizing issue, because of health issue, I will not say be in it, but you have to pray towards it. Although you should pray towards it, but if it's becoming non-becoming, there are diseases here and there. So. But
I will say that if you you are not married, you should call it a
No, that one, they don't enter, don't venture at all.
Yeah.
If you're in a relationship and you see that your man is womanizing,
And
you
your
think,
woman,
or your
it's
woman,
both ways.
your woman is manizing, and you think if I marry to him or her, he's going to change, she's going to change. It's a lie. You can't change. You are not the one who created the person.
Yeah.
So you can't change that person. So it's better you don't go in at all.
Okay, the next one is disrespectfulness.
Dishonesty and disrespectful. Last, I asked a question. A woman who lies and a woman who does not respect, whom will you prefer?
A woman who lies and the woman who does not respect.
Whom will you prefer? I asked a guy one day.
And what did he say?
He said he would choose
the one who lies.
The one who lies.
Okay.
Because as for disrespect, it's not his thing. The person, the woman or the man can disgrace you at any place, anytime. Yeah. Because who are you? So in public places, in family gathering, he or she will just talk to you anyhow. Like, so that one, they will not go in for it. So a man who does not respect you, if the person does not respect it, means he doesn't respect your family too. Yeah. It will go to as far as reaching your mom and your dad.
So if this person, what will you tell them? To quit?
Oh, don't go at all.
Don't start.
Don't start. Don't even start. Especially a man who does not respect a woman, or a woman who does not respect a man. Last, I was telling my boy, how you treat your sisters today will show how you treat your wife tomorrow. So if you are using words on your sisters, be very careful.
Wow. So how you treat your siblings?
Your siblings.
It's how you. So it's either ways.
It's either ways.
It's how you treat your spouse.
When I was growing up, I told somebody that I don't know if it's because my mom did not have a boy. I give respect. Even if you are younger, I don't call you by your name. I'll even add bra or uncle to your name. I give respect to men a lot when I was growing up, yes.
So it was easy.
It has reflected
in your marriage. Okay, whereby some people will say bra or uncle, and still the attitude, because disrespect is not only addressing the person, but attitude-wise. Yes. What will you say to that? Because what I have here says, treating someone in a way that shows a lack of care, value, or consideration for their feelings, boundaries, and opinions. Example, dismissing your opinions as silly or too sensitive, making decisions that affect you without asking. That is also disrespect.
Yeah, it's disrespect.
What will you say to that?
So that's what I'm saying. That to disrespect somebody is I don't know. I don't know the reason why some people feel they are superior to the other person. Yeah. So I don't know what comes into their mind to behave that way. And if you see these signs, I will advise you not to enter into the mind, because your opinion will not matter.
That's it.
Nothing you do will please that person. If somebody does not respect you, nothing you do the person will not even acknowledge the little effort you are making, because he doesn't regard you in anything. So I would say don't enter into that marriage.
And those who have entered, what do they do? Because I've heard people who have married for 50 years, but they have kids. Their kids have married as well.
You are in it for 50 years.
Yeah.
Then the person was able to endure it.
That's it.
You see, some of the things, as I said, you enter into the marriage before you see them. And some are petty things that you can ignore. And some too, if you know it will disturb you or it will give you, how should I put it?
Heartache.
Then you just have to put it aside and then move on. That's how our forefathers or our mothers did.
Yeah.
That's why they were able to endure in the marriages.
So how do you put it aside?
You just ignore it. Just like the way you are ignoring the petty ones. The other day I was saying, like, why worry them and nanu so or that nanu so but it's very difficult to some. Hey,
so in that pillow so.
And obin so.
Watch out, I say. Only in that pillow.
Yeah, you don't share pillow, but you have to be washing it every day.
Are you supposed to wash it every day?
Yes, it's
so
either you wash it every day or you put Macintosh so that the room will not smell.
Oh, so it smells.
Yes.
So this, the one that you're talking about now is trivia. And also the trivia.
You can treat it.
You can treat it.
Yes, but somebody too will say, I can't.
Because that one I will not classify it as red flag. Because you
mommy, it's somebody's red flag.
But we will, as Christians, we won't go to sleep with them in the man's house to know.
No, Debbie.
So now that I'm married,
to read before you are seeing it.
That's it. So what do I do?
You can adjust.
That's it.
To it, like I'm giving you buy Macintosh and then put it on it, so that the following day you just remove the pillowcase and wash. The Macintosh will be there. You clean it with detergent and then you put it back.
Wow.
That one you are adjusting to it. And no worry about Ramon Kron.
So for mommy.
Worry about Ramon Kron. Like you are coming far as the junction and you can hear your wife snoring.
Wow. Well, from so for mommy.
So that one you can adjust to it. I getting it.
Yeah.
Some people even add some jokes to it and then they move on together. So, but to disrespect somebody, I told you that one, it can happen at any place, any time, any day, and whoever he or she wants to disrespect, he will do it. So if you find a lady who does not respect, don't send that lady home. And don't say, I will try and then change.
Don't send that man home.
Don't send that man home to
disrespect.
Hey, man who does not respect, it's not easy.
Possessiveness. We are my property.
Yes.
Don't talk to anybody else. It's me alone. What happens?
It's very difficult because we are in community. You can't tell me I shouldn't talk to anyone in that community. I shouldn't be friends with anybody. Leave even your old friends, your classmates. Don't talk to anybody.
No, yes.
That one is like you are in prison. It's not a relationship.
It's not a relationship.
No.
But people have gone into relationship and got married and they are still dealing with it.
And then you've seen it and you did not address it before entering into the marriage. So that one is your own cup of tea. You have to address it first. I'm not your property. I'm your wife. Bible says I'm your helpmate or I'm going to be your helpmate.
Yes.
But I'm not your property. My dad or my mom is not selling me to you. The bride price that we take, it cannot pay for my
life.
Even my childhood food. It cannot pay for it. So you can't tell me now I've married you. Don't even talk to your mom. If you talk to your mom, ask me first. No. That's not.
We had a couple that the gentleman didn't want the wife to visit her sisters. And anytime there is family gathering and she asks permission, the husband will say, I'm busy, I can't drop you. Once I can't drop you, you cannot be part. And the sisters were offended. Eventually got to a stage that was not too good. But if you have somebody like that comes to you for counseling, what are you going to tell the person? What advice will you give them?
Okay, since marriage is two families who comes together to bring two people together, then I would advise the lady or the man who is facing that problem to visit the in-laws.
Good.
And then tell them what is going on. Because they are my family.
That's it.
You cannot tell me to
prevent me
from going to my family.
Yeah.
If something happened to me, where will you go?
Yeah.
You go to that same family. And in Africa, or let me say in Ghana, we deal with families, so extended one, not even the nuclear one alone. So you cannot tell me I shouldn't go. So I would advise the man or the woman to visit the in-laws and then tell them what is going on. Because it's not once, it's not twice. So that they will call the two of them and then talk over it. Before maybe, if it's not still working, then you move to your pastors and then you talk.
Anytime we are talking about relationships, you have accountability partners. Like if your in-laws, like you're saying, you go, it didn't work. You go to your pastor, it didn't work. What happens?
No, as for that one, it must work, because you are not the one who, you are not the only family of the lady or the man. So that you can't prevent the person not to go to the family.
Because I remember one of my daughters in the Lord from another place. She works in a bank. When she has problems, she calls. And when she talks to me after 10 minutes, the husband will do the signs that it's okay. Cut the call. Cut the call. Cut the call. In this case, what will you do? And that was a bother. But when you want to even address the issue, she will say, oh, no. I'm in trouble. You know these things. What should the person do? Because if you cannot talk about it and you are still in the marriage.
And you are hurting.
Rev, myself and you, we are counselors.
Yes.
And people come to us all the time hurting. And they would even say that, oh, Mama, haven't you heard something?
Yes.
In this case, what should the person do?
If you say I shouldn't tell your husband, then you are not coming for me to address it. Because I have to call the other party.
You know that sometimes someone wants to pour their heart out to someone they trust so that they will calm down. You understand?
Yes. Or if that's how you want it, I can advise you. Or just pray about it. And then you do what he's saying for now. And then we'll see what will happen next. Yes.
After a while, she comes back to you.
That the same thing is happening. Then that one, I have to tell you, let's make a move and call your husband or your wife so that we sit down and then talk. Why is it that it's not allowing you to talk to somebody?
To people, yeah.
To people.
Including
Why?
families.
Yeah, is it because of mistrust, or is it because of what that person went through?
With a broken relationship.
Person. Yes.
Oh, it can be that.
Yes.
Then that one, what do you have to do?
Then you know how to put it, and then we talk to the other person, and then we bring things together.
You have brought a very interesting side. People go through phases in their life that makes them behave in a particular way. In that case, would you give the person a consideration?
Oh yeah, as a Christian, you have to give the person a consideration. When we find out that he or she is doing this because of what happened in his or her life, that one you can give the person.
When it means death?
Oh no, maybe the person is ready to change.
Okay.
If that person is, because at times when they bring it out, then it means they are ready to change.
It's not all the time.
Oh, it's true. Because you ask them and it's nothing. It's nothing. But one day then they will tell you, because I went through this, I don't want this thing to happen again. That's why I'm doing A, B, C, D. Then we sit you down, we talk to you, and then we move on. But if you bring it out and still you are misbehaving,
the behavior is the same.
Then that one, you call it a quit.
When you have not entered.
No, when you have entered.
When you are entered.
Yes, but when you have not entered there, hey, men share with, even they can tell you don't eat this food. Maybe that's your favorite.
That one I've not heard it before.
Oh,
yeah.
Mommy, me, I like a pepper and sapper, but my husband does not like it. Yes.
So you stop eating?
Yes, I stop eating. Because I want to compromise. I stop eating and then I'm there. But maybe someone will not be able to stop the favorite food maybe he or she like. I know a couple, the lady is from, I don't know whether Fanti, and he like cooked plantain. But the
cooked
husband,
one,
yeah,
ripe?
No. The apim.
Apim.
Yeah. But the husband too does not like things that they chew. Every day wants to swallow. And when he comes back from work and the Abossey is there, it's like, what is this?
That is a bit different because I like Abossey. My spouse doesn't like Abossey. I should be able to cook what my spouse like. If I'm a woman, my husband
Yes,
like.
you cook. But
once your husband doesn't
then
like
it means you are
Abossey,
going to stop yours.
no, you won't stop. You will cook what you want
He said, don't cook it. I don't like this food and I don't want to see it here.
in the house.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then that one, we don't know what to
So
happen.
even as you are preparing towards the marriage, you are entering into it and it's like, don't wear this dress. Don't do this. Don't do makeup. Don't wear this hair. I don't like.
That part, I went through a bit. But I didn't see it when we were related. For a long time, myself, my husband were friends. He was like my pastor on radio. I didn't know that some of the things I was wearing, he didn't like until we got married.
Before he said, don't wear it.
Yes.
Don't do this.
Yes.
Okay, that one you've entered into it. You have to
That
ask,
is it.
why is it that I shouldn't wear this? Why?
So those ones, like, you can adjust to them.
Yes.
But these red flags, that makes people go through a lot of tension
You see, the thing is,
in their families.
you don't know.
Yes.
And you entered and you've seen it, so you can adjust. But this one, you are entering and you are seeing this, even as you are in a relationship. And it's like,
that
don't
one,
do this.
if you like, you can go.
Yes.
Or
then it means you are going to face it inside.
that's it.
So that one, we can't talk about it
That's
again.
it.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
But disrespect, possessiveness, and dishonesty, these things are very serious that it takes people's life. Don't wear anything will not take your life.
No, that one, yeah.
So we are talking about things that can take your life. You understand?
Yes.
These are the red flags that we are talking about. But trivial things like anusoya ota abwesu, what you are saying, it will not take.
No.
It will not do anything to you. You can adjust.
Yes.
So generally, when we talk about these red flags, it's what is so dangerous that when you don't pay attention to it and you enter thinking that these are the issues.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, I know.
And so if somebody says that my husband is possessive, but after everything, when he does these things, he buys me something to compensate me, and I like those things that he buys for me, and still is not happy in a way, what would you say to the person?
I just remembered my friend. He said, me adiena kwesi bomia na meni agina ite se odo no aso.
Say be obono odomu.
No. Otumi boma the red eye and I say we craba.
Anu no pe.
Because
Rev, if the person likes it, he likes it. Anu they say upe onto enye bone.
The beating.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So if you enter and the beating is going on, you should stay.
If the person likes
stay
it.
Put.
No.
Because
like you are saying,
is part of. He said, "Me obu mi wiya, no wa krokro me."
And your penisa. So Rev, you are a counselor. You can only advise. If you like it, fine.
But this one is life-threatening.
Yes, but she likes it. Maybe she wants to die early. Rev, anything that somebody doesn't like, they will not tolerate it.
But that one, is it a red flag or not?
It's a serious.
Yes.
We have even discussed it.
But
is
someone
that right?
said, this is what I want.
So what will you advise? Because if you come to me and say you like it, I'll just pray for you. Father,
Yes, so
give her
mommy,
the heart to be able to stand the beating.
Mommy, that's
Or maybe God sustain her life so that when they beat her, she won't die. Because she likes it. Rev, do you understand?
I understand.
But can you talk somebody who likes beating out of her marriage?
No.
I'm not sure.
Because
so,
even if you ask the person to go and report, no, I can't report
yes.
my husband. Go and do this, no, I can't do it.
Some people, when they beat them and they get the right eye, they'll say they hit their head to something.
Yeah.
That person, you can't help them. So maybe before we wind up, what are you going to tell somebody? You just brought up a very good topic to discuss. Say, what would you tell the person?
Just as you said.
Because I don't have anything to tell them. I'll pray for them
said,
to endure.
You said this is what I want.
Yes.
Because if if my husband beats me, he will buy this, he will buy that to compensate me. So that's what I want. I just want to be in it. Who am I to go and say leave? Otherwise, you will die. You will die and leave your children alone. No. I will also strengthen you, just as you said, and then pray with you.
That's it.
And that's all. And I don't think that even that person will bring it. That let's discuss. Because at times when you see it and you ask, oh, what's happened to you?
Yeah.
Oh, Black person a bomb.
Some people they won't say.
Yes. Oh, no, Black person a bomb. I'm saying, why will you allow yourself for Black person to be beaten like this? Oh, maybe your bomb no crock from your energy. So who am I to tell you leave the marriage? No. Be there and be receiving the ball.
Yeah, and once you like
if
it,
your teeth is finished, you go and take
Fish
someone who is having.
artificial.
You will even go and take someone who is having teeth.
Yeah.
Yes.
And still beat the person if that is the person's character.
So me, that one, I'll pray with you, strengthen you, and then you move on. The rest is with God.
I think that today the discussions have been very fruitful. We'll continue with the others the next episode. Viewers, marriage is God's own idea. But because of us human beings and the characters we possess, we discuss these things. Whoever you are, the most important thing is that as a child of God, you should try and live as a child of God. Not to live differently in church and then differently when you are with your spouse. That is when these differences, try and listen to advices when you are given, even if you have married the person already, and you will live beautifully. Please share this video to bless families and loved ones, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, TBL TV. Like, comment, and share. You will not be the same. Whatever you are doing, remember that you are a child of God, and He wants us to do things right. That'll be all for this week. See you again. Bye.
When I found you, I found the rest of my life. When I found